over a span of a decade. A lot of people are very short-term sighted, but as long as you're innovating, adapting, reinvesting, I think if you do it intelligently.
Imagine like you're 9 years, still no one gives a about your channel, and you're like, one more year. Here we go. One more year. Here we go.
The man who once boosted MrBeast's rise to fame is the same guy who unknowingly predicted his fall. Years back, PewDiePie tried to warn everyone about what YouTube was becoming. A cold, corporate playground obsessed with cash instead of creativity. Nobody took him seriously back then. But wow, was he right. Now look at it. MrBeast has turned into the living proof of PewDiePie's old warning. The same dude who once stood outside in the freezing cold yelling, "Subscribe to PewDiePie," ended up building the very kind of machine PewDiePie was terrified of. It's wild to admit it, but yeah, PewDiePie totally called it about MrBeast. Let's rewind a bit. Back in 2019, YouTube had its biggest showdown ever, PewDiePie versus T-Series. It wasn't just a subscriber battle, it was creator versus corporation, the soul of YouTube versus the power of the algorithm. Standing beside Pewds, holding signs, and spending thousands of his own dollars, was a younger, hungry creator named Jimmy, better known today as MrBeast. He was the ultimate supporter, the passionate fanboy fighting to keep YouTube in the hands of real creators. People loved it. PewDiePie was the king, MrBeast was his loyal knight, and T-Series was the greedy empire flooding YouTube with a dozen music videos every day. But after all that glory, something quietly shifted. MrBeast didn't just beat T-Series in numbers, he became T-Series in spirit. Now, his channel runs like a full-blown studio, mass production, endless budgets, teams of editors, writers, animators, and executives. It's no longer the scrappy YouTube grind, it's Hollywood 2.0. Somewhere in that transformation, PewDiePie's old warning stopped sounding like nostalgia and started sounding like prophecy. Back then, PewDiePie's era was chaotic, goofy, and human. He'd scream at a barrel in Amnesia, mess around in Happy Wheels, or drop a random meme review, and it'd still blow up. His videos weren't about being perfect. They were about personality, charm, and having fun. That was real YouTube. Now, look at the MrBeast era. Every frame, every sound, every second is engineered to keep you glued to the screen. Perfect thumbnails, flawless editing, cinematic storytelling. It's a machine built for retention, not connection. It doesn't even feel like YouTube anymore. It feels like watching a big budget TV show. And the craziest part, the same guy who once fought for everyday creators ended up building a system that only corporations can survive in. PewDiePie saw this storm coming years ago, and now it's clear. He wasn't being dramatic, he was warning us.
Over a span of a decade, a lot of people are very short-term sighted, but as long as you're innovating, adapting, reinvesting, I think if you do it intelligently.
Imagine like you're on 9 years, still no one gives a about your channel, and you're like, one more year. Here we go. One more year. Here we go.
But MrBeast told me I gotta innovate and I gotta be intelligent. Oh, my life has passed before me. I'm gonna die alone.
I'm so close. One more year.
I was so close.
He said the algorithm was turning content into a factory line, rewarding who could spend the most, not who could create the best. MrBeast didn't break YouTube, he industrialized it. So let's talk about the launch disaster that PewDiePie called out. Look, as we all know, I've said a million times in past videos, it wasn't an actual product, it was a brand. Cash grab dress as lunch. We all know what happened. Late 2023, MrBeast teamed up with KSI and Logan Paul to launch Lunchly, a so-called healthy rival to Lunchables. Whatever, right? A fun, nutritious meal for kids with prime hydration and Feasibles chocolate inside, which sounded great until people actually opened up the boxes. Moldy cheese, slimy, and mysterious green fuzz growing inside unopened kits. The internet easily turned on them, and alongside Dan, TDM Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie called them out, saying, "You can tell they aren't real parents because they're feeding kids this trash."
Opinion on Lunchly. Yeah, I only found out about it yesterday. Like, you can tell none of them are parents because you should not feed your kids that garbage. Like, what the fuck? Like, that meal is so tiny. It looks like it's enough for Björn maybe, and he's 1.5 years. Like, no. Who's it for? I don't get it. Is it a snack? Is it a meal? Very confused by it.
PewDiePie was completely right about this one. Spot on. He even joked that the content coming out these days is so commercialized it could feed his 1-year-old son. And here's where it gets wild. PewDiePie mentioned that these guys clearly don't have kids, but turns out they actually do. Logan Paul does. And what did he do? He used his newborn baby to promote his own brand. That's not just bold, it's downright shocking. The same guy once known for controversy is now pulling family moments into business moves, just like a walking commercial.
Maybe I should. Show her to the world, bro. She's here. Here's our baby. Brand new to the world. Here we go. Lunchly is now in stores.
And get this, Logan didn't stop there. He actually promoted Prime, or even some kind of lunch collab, while his girlfriend was giving birth. Can you believe that? The cameras were rolling, the brand was front and center, and the moment that should have been private and emotional turned into a full-blown marketing stunt. I mean, who does that? It's like even life's most personal moments aren't safe from being turned into content anymore.
And of course, we have our snacks and our energy drink, none other than the greatest meals in the world. Lunchly, of course, we have the turkey, cheese, and cracker stack. Also the Fiesta Nachos, my personal favorite.
Love.
It's honestly insane. These guys will do anything to push their brand, anything to sell more junk to kids and stack up cash. PewDiePie was completely right from the start. Meanwhile, when it comes to his own child, PewDiePie keeps it real. He doesn't post him all over the internet, doesn't turn him into a marketing tool, and actually treats him like a real kid, not a business move. That's the difference. And you can't help but think, if MrBeast, KSI, or Logan Paul ever had kids and raised them for a few years, they'd probably realize how messed up it is to sell overly processed products just for another paycheck. Like, at some point you have to ask, what's worth more, your wallet or your integrity? But here's the wildest part. Instead of reflecting on the criticism, KSI and Logan Paul fired back like a pair of defensive teenagers. They went online saying people were just hating for no reason, but that's not true at all. Folks aren't hating, they're disgusted. It's not about jealousy, it's about seeing how far influencers are willing to go for profit, even when it crosses basic decency.
Hate really is...
It's because people just hate us.
That's it. People just hate us. And I've come to realize now in my adult life that hate really is just a feeling of one's own inadequacy. You're dissatisfied with your life, you're unhappy, you're angry because your wife left you, or you suck. You might as well go hate on a cracker stack.
Instead of owning up to the problem, they doubled down. They started posting clips flexing about making hundreds of millions in sales like it was some kind of trophy. They laughed it off like they were too rich to care, while pushing products that critics say are unhealthy for the same young fans who made them famous. That's not confidence, that's arrogance. Now compare that to how PewDiePie handles controversy. Calm, honest, and usually making fun of himself. He never hides behind his bank account, never plays the victim. He just takes the L, reflects, and moves on. Meanwhile, when it comes to MrBeast's team, any form of criticism feels off limits. Say, this product sucks, and suddenly you're accused of attacking a charity. It's like they've turned criticism into a crime. That right there is the huge difference between old YouTube and new YouTube. The old era made mistakes, but it owned them. The new era, it markets the mistakes like they're part of the brand. PewDiePie literally predicted this whole sellout era years ago. Go back and rewatch his commentary videos from 2018 to 2022. He called out the entire scene. He roasted influencers for overbranding themselves, selling useless merch, pretending to care about causes just to fill their pockets, and faking philanthropy for clout. He saw it all coming. He even joked about fake generosity, creators filming donations just to make themselves look good. Sound familiar? Because that's exactly what MrBeast built his empire on, turning charity into content. Now to be clear, that doesn't mean he's a bad guy. It means the intent got lost in the production. Giving money became a thumbnail, kindness became a storyline, and every feel-good moment came with a sponsor. PewDiePie warned us straight up. When everything turns into content, nothing feels genuine anymore. Even generosity starts looking like marketing. And now, we're living that exact moment. MrBeast isn't just a YouTuber anymore. He's a global brand, a full-on production company, a billion-dollar operation wrapped up in a nice guy label. Back in the day, PewDiePie built his empire on pure chaos. No investors, no brand partnerships, no corporate backing, just his humor, his community, and his raw energy. But MrBeast, he's running something that looks more like Netflix than YouTube. Massive warehouses, giant studios, business lawyers, brand deals, logistics teams. It's an empire, not a channel. He's launched Feastables, Beast Burger, Beast Games, and a whole list of side ventures. But here's the catch. Every single one of them has landed in some kind of controversy. People have raised questions about product quality, worker treatment, and misleading ads. It's not that MrBeast suddenly turned into a villain. It's that he turned YouTube into an industry. He scaled the platform so big that he broke the U part of YouTube. The videos still entertain millions, but they feel like they're made by a committee, not a creator. Every second is calculated, every word pre-approved, every shot part of a business plan, and that's exactly what PewDiePie warned us about years ago. When the algorithm rewards perfection, instead of authenticity, the soul of YouTube fades. Even Jacksepticeye called it out, and that lie detector bit with Tommy in it, he admitted he hates how MrBeast made YouTube into a formula. He said he misses when videos were raw, unpredictable, and real. That line hit deep, because that's what's missing now. The chaos, the creativity, the fun, all traded for analytics, brand safety, and a perfect thumbnail. PewDiePie saw it coming, and he was right all along.
Now Jack, a completely unrelated question. Do you like MrBeast? No. Jack, do you think MrBeast ruined YouTube? Yes. Now, in all honesty, Jack, why? Because it became more about views, money, and popularity than it did about having fun. You just don't think you had fun playing Squid Games? You don't think you had fun riding on yachts? Building wells in Africa? I don't know. If he had fun doing those videos, they'd be longer. We'd see the fun. Ooh. I thought you were going to get me with that one, didn't you?
What's crazy is that PewDiePie hasn't even said much about any of this lately. He's out in Japan now, living a quiet life with his family, barely uploading, barely posting online, and that silence speaks louder than anything. While everyone else is chasing numbers, sponsors, billion-dollar deals, and showing off fancy cars just for social media flexes, PewDiePie already won. He walked away from the madness before it could swallow him whole. He doesn't need a massive team of editors, flashy thumbnails, or his face printed on snack bars to prove he's a legend. All he ever needed was a camera, a laugh, and a connection with his audience. That was enough. Meanwhile, MrBeast is stuck in a loop. Every upload has to be bigger, louder, and more extreme than the last. It's not even about creativity anymore. It's about survival in the algorithm's world. He's trapped in the exact system PewDiePie warned us about years ago, the one where creators stop creating for fun and start producing just to stay relevant. So what do you think? Has YouTube turned into Netflix 2.0, or do you still vibe with these massive, high-production videos? Drop your thoughts down below. I want to hear what you think. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who remembers old school YouTube. Let's keep the real conversations alive. Oh, I don't mind writing comment. I read every single of them.